Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Stellaris Apocalypse, where you join us on the eve of victory, or at least, you know, a pretty good victory, in a war against the Athari and the policy of Halifax. But, more importantly, I have got big plans, big expansion plans, like going down into this bit of space that admittedly is about to be invaded by a Great Khan. So possibly not, but it would be nice if theoretically we could, at some point. That would be a nice thing for us to do. I'm not convinced we should do that, but we could use it as a way of, we need to hold the system. I think you need to hold both sides of a gateway to actually be able to do anything with a gateway. We'd have to have a think about that, yes. So I could expand down here, but I have got a more cunning expansion plan first, which is, there's some killbots over here, and the killbots are rather busy attacking the infinite pond. So I'm not actually going in to help the infinite pond, but I might just be able to take advantage of the trouble and also distract the killbot. So basically everyone wins, but especially me. And also, by the way, the impulse thrusters are done. The Citadel is ready to go. Let's get that one in immediately, because once the Citadel is actually done, Titans have a chance of spawning. We can have some Titans, the giant megaships designed to flipping one-shot battle cruisers. Oh yeah, I think I can deal with that.
Stop fighting.
And also someone else is fighting. Wait, is that Twitter? Did Twitter just... Oh, you know what? I don't blame you. These guys picked on Twitter once upon a time, but now, no. Now the boot's on the other foot. Twitter's somehow survived the past few decades, and now they want some revenge against the monkey dick. So, you know what? I can't blame them. But I've got my eye on a different war, because yes, indeed, over here, declare war, and I'm hoping the Romans are up for it. The Romans are 100% up for it. Has anyone else wanted to get on board? Because you're all welcome. So, yes, indeed. All we need to do is me and the Pax Romana are going to go in together against the killbots. And we don't know what their war goal is, but probably it's just going to be murder everything because they're killbots. Declare war. So, we'll see what they have to say about that. I'm assuming, yeah, yes, I'm voting yes, game.
We have declared war, because some people have to learn the hard way.
Some people do need to learn the hard way, Tali. Right, so, at this point, we're at war with these guys. The Romans should move in. Their fleet's powerful enough to pretty much mop up. But, okay, handshake protocols. Pax Romana. Okay, I didn't realize we didn't have a non-aggression pact, but alright, fine, let's have another one. We possibly broke it at some point, I have no idea. Yeah, the actual general security fleet should easily be able to handle all of this. So, I'm just going to... Okay, I'm a bit nervous about cutting through flipping Fallen Empire space, to be honest, but they did open their borders, so it's probably fine. So what I need to do now is basically mop up as much of this as I can get my hands on, because... Hang on, what's that there, by the way? Oh, that's just space in me, but that's fine. Because the thing is, all their planets, and pretty much all their hardened defences, are over here, trying to deal with starfish, trying to deal with the ducks, trying to deal with the Romans. So this is relatively a very soft part of their empire. There's a couple of stations, but... yeah, 2,000 apiece. To be honest, nothing we can't handle. Plus, this should also mark a significant turning point against the bloody killbots. Because at this point, they're at war with this federation, and they're at war with the Romans, and they're at war with me. So people are going to be coming in from all sides. I'd like to, if we can, like, you know, compress them into a small area of space here where they're totally surrounded. Because the Romans are definitely on the move, right? Yeah, the Romans are on the move with 5,200. That should be good enough to do some good work there. Someone wants to also chat with me. Active sensor link, I will gladly trade that with the Rhino Turtles. That's no problem at all. Though actually, I think these guys might have run into some trouble recently because their entire fleet appears to be 500. And that raiding fleet's back. Moving to the Uweran system. Okay, where is the Uweran system? No, that's just where they're going at the moment. Where they ultimately want to go is Koldar. Do I know where Koldar is? No, I appear to have no clue where Koldar is. That's a shame. And I think the General Security Fleet has arrived. Yes, indeed it has. So, this place should go down in no time at all. And at this point, the galaxy has got so busy, Stellaris is just occasionally slowing down. Let's just get in there. Oh, yeah. Murder these guys. You've just become adaptable. Experience gain up. You're up to level 5 at this point. Lovely. So, now we can start grabbing territory round here super fast. And, yeah, with the assistance of the Romans in terms of sharing sensor data, we should have no problem spotting if they're actually responding in any capacity. So this fleet can pretty much just go from spot to spot to spot. So we can just go through here, and this war can just take as long as it takes. And those guys at the bottom want to be not at war. That's great. Research complete. Cloning is already done for pop growth speed. Fleet command limit is nice. Military academy. What does that do exactly? Planet modifier. Army build speed up 50%. Unrest down. Army starting experience up. That's nice. Wouldn't mind regenerative hull tissue, though. Yeah, let's go for that. And also, we're just securing more and more animals. I think we must actually be nearly done with that one. And yeah, my fleet at this point is just going around, murdering these guys. This is all absolutely fine. We're just going to basically... This is just going to be a total land grab. We're just going to get so much land out of... Uh-oh. High war exhaustion. Well, then possibly tell that to the Forfossans. Because it's not actually... Oh! Okay, so, the Forfossans got the memo, and now, as a result, we've just eaten a lot of Athari territory, but now I've got 10 systems under my control, and probably several of them are really angry at me. So how much did the Forfossans grab in the end? The Forfossans, they grabbed a fair bit. These guys have now got, what's that, 4 planets left, handful of mining areas. Honestly, nothing to worry about, to be honest. I'm happy to just let them be at this point. Also, apparently those guys are no longer valid rivals. Why not? They have to be greater than pathetic. You can't declare tiny pathetic clans to be rivals because they're not rivalry enough anymore. That actually kind of makes sense, yes. So these guys are now too weak to actually be a rival to me. Alright, that's kind of cool. Did that used to be the case? I don't think that used to be the case. And this... Oh! Right. So, the actual rhino turtles just decided to go in against the Athari. Except, I don't really fancy their chances, to be honest. The Athari are still sitting on about 3,000 fleet power. Didn't you just, like, lose all your fleet somewhere? Like... Yeah, hang on, where's the... Oh, have you got more there? Oh, you've got way more there. Right, okay. That's fine. They are welcome to it. They are so welcome to it, because me and this guy, we... Oh. We don't get on that well, but they're also pathetically weak. Okay. Do you actually have any form of, you know, defensive pact with anyone? No. No, you don't. I should probably start thinking about moving in and taking some territory off these lands. And actually, in particular, I need to start looking at the shape of the galaxy. Because I'm slightly worried by the expansion of the Khans, who obviously no one around here is stopping. Now, the Raxar might be able to give them a fight. If me and the Raxar were to work together, we have a chance. So, okay. Possibly what I should do is throw my strength in with the Raxar, because they've actually got a decent fleet. And instead, go and declare these guys I can't actually declare them rivals, can I? Is it because no, they're pathetic too, so they also can't be bloody rivals. Blimey, why is everyone so weak compared to me? This is a real first galaxy problem to have. And at this point, this war can basically just be left to itself. I'm literally just basically, you know, attack moving through their empire, knocking them out one by one. What's that, by the way? The Raxar and someone else. Fine. Who's closing their borders? We only just formed a... Wait, what? Okay. Few notifications coming in right now. It's fine. Right, okay. I need to... I'm just going to pause for a minute, okay? So energy is being knackered, as is influence, because of too many people in the Empire at once. So we do need to sort that out pretty urgently. So, the people we've just absorbed. One, you guys round here, you're going to be the most annoyed, because you're going to be xenophobes, aren't you? Okay. Actually, not that bad. In fact, I'm almost suspicious why it's not worse. So these guys could do with some repairs, to be honest. We should probably... Do we not need to repair this or anything? Also, oh. Right. Okay, it's a skull, but it's a friendly, not genocide skull, because they're robots. They're not like synths or anything. These are just robots. Do I need to, like, repair this? Yeah, I do need to repair this. Fine, I need to repair your entire planet, actually, because I bombed it, but mysteriously you're all pretty happy to work for me anyway. Alright, fine. Apparently everyone's pretty cool with me, all things considered. Let's just focus on repairing everything I just blew up as a starting point, and we'll work from there. So, this world's fine and is probably ready to be handed over into the Athari Sanctuary pretty darn soon, so that's good to know. I imagine, however, the actual Athari worlds I've just taken over are going to be less happy with me, if I had to guess. So, you guys are, actually, again, pretty happy. They may be annoyed at me because of the whole recently conquered thing, but harmony traditions, utopian abundance, they're actually not so annoyed. They're not going to actually cause trouble. There's been some terror bombings going on this planet, leading to, yeah, ethics divergence, but actually I was expecting, like, I've been hoarding flipping influence because I thought I'd have to throw it on the martial law edict, like, everywhere, but actually this all seems under control. And this place also barely even got itself bombed, so let's just also work in all of this. Have yourself a gene clinic, because that's additional. Actually, no. Sorry, if there's literally nothing here, cancel that. Congratulations, you guys now worship tabbies. And as we're swimming in food, let's decommission a farm on the homeworld in order to get down the Ministry of Culture, which apparently I bought at some point, then forgot buying. Because I swear I didn't actually buy that yet, but yeah, Unity up 5%, get it done. Boom. So knock down a farm, build a Ministry of Culture. In fact, what I should really be doing is just buying art monuments as often as possible, because that's just basically trading energy for Unity, and that's just something I should be doing as often as I can. Now, the two worlds we took over at the new border, that is these two guys, fine. Those are the same, they're just different colours. These guys are, yeah, we got a couple of these in the Empire already. Xenophile, talented, nothing major to be honest. Again, we'll repair all the stuff we broke, and then build any new stuff that needs building. The Northern world, meanwhile, is in good shape, barely even took any damage in the bombing, so they're pretty much ready to be thrown straight into an actual sector as well. And the final one I need to check here, yeah, Medak and Mosslands. This one is, once again, no unrest. Like, the Empire is so happy, even newly conquered worlds pretty much have zero unrest on them, which is pretty damn good. Right, so, repair everything up here. Yeah, this world's a little bit badly damaged, to be honest. But looks like we can just about afford all the repairs. So, my Empire swings into action. There's a lot of repairing that needs to be done. I will directly manage this just for the time being. Though actually, maybe I can probably actually move you. Wait, were you the guys who were really badly damaged? Who was barely damaged at all? Right, you were the guys who were very badly damaged. So we'll keep you in the Empire for the time being. I think Shukon is basically fine, wasn't it? Wasn't Shukon basically okay? This world was... yeah, this world is basically absolutely fine. So I'll move Shukon straight into Liberation immediately. Just for the sake of note, that's the wrong one. I'll move them into, yeah, the Liberation section. So manage that sector, move Shukon into there. Lovely. So that's down to 9 out of 7. And then, yeah, as soon as I can actually move you and you into that area as well. Though actually, Krant might work. Do we ever... hang on, what happened to that, colony ship? Is that ready yet? That's got to be ready. Yeah, there we are. Right, so the colony ship, that's ready to go over here. You guys head over here, colonize this world, slap it down right there, because yeah, then you're passing on the bonuses to the Betharian, which is the most important thing here by far. Now, what's going on with the war over here? Because it appears that the Romans are, yeah, the Romans are heading in with a fairly laser-heavy army. And now that the shield's down, this thing will just melt. Lovely. So that thing's as good as dead. And they're actually bringing their... oh, was that a fleet? No, that was just science vessels fleeing. Now, there is actually a world here that sounds like it might be, yep, a robot world with all sorts of interesting robot buildings. La-di-da, war factories. Anything else that's special and robot-y? There's a control center. La-di-da, so that's their Unity building. Fine. Yeah, okay. This is kind of cool. I like this thing. So they've got themselves some, like, specialized science labs and other stuff. I've generally never actually played that much with actual robots. Or rather, the robots I have played a bit with were the rogue servitors, who I find a bit fun. So, how are the armies here? There are some armies here. The 17th Defenestration, excellent at throwing people out of the windows, I'm sure. And actually, the strength is only 309. So, I imagine... Where's your force? Hang on, it's... Yeah, 273. So after some bombardment, you'll be able to take them nice and easily. So the Romans are going to basically make some really slow, awkward progress here. The machines, meanwhile, are just desperately trying to push into duck territory. Someone's laying claims down that... Oh my! Rhino turtles. Do you really want to do this? Do you really? Because I do not think you want to do what you're thinking of doing. Laying claims down on me, indeed. Right, calm progress appears to have slowed down slightly. It's time for me to start thinking about, if I were to hold them, where's going to be the right place to do it? Where are the natural choke points in the galaxy where I could potentially try and logically hold down? By the way, that's just the war. I've basically automated war over there. I'm just going around, it's fun. And we've got ourselves... Yeah, it looks to me like this Federation is not quite on the verge of collapse, but it's got weirdly little, and what it's got isn't bothering to protect its own allies and members. They are really flipping struggling here. The only thing that's actually saving them is they can't actually take the systems that have got planets in them because they don't have enough forces ready to actually... Ooh, where are you going, by the way? Where are you off to? You are attacking the 4th Expeditionary Fleet, which I'm going to guess is what the Roman fleet is. Yep, fine. They're going in for an attack there. Lovely. So they're going to try and take back this system. And meanwhile, I'm just going along here. I'm just going along here, knocking all this out. My fleet just going along, not taking any damage. They never even get through the flipping shields. Knocking down all your stuff. And... Hello. We've got a newsletter from the people we're sponsoring on Patreon. Would we like to donate? We always want to donate. Yay, donations. So, there we go. Now we just need to head through here. There's some nice placid Leviathans over there. Not a problem at all. And yeah, here we go. We got everything we need. And now, actually, for flipping once, we might be able to fulfill a mandate. Because we've actually got new territory we can actually throw down mining platforms in. What's the current mandate? Miner! We can do that. Oh, flip, I haven't done that yet. Why have we not done mining drone optimization? That's really important. Right, also, so the construction vessels, I know you guys haven't actually, like, done anything in 10 years or something. Maybe actually start doing things. I'm actually sending in my civilian vessels to start building up infrastructure before the war's even over. Because why the hell not, eh? Marvellous. Also, apparently this was the machine uprising. It wasn't. It was the machine uprising against the ducks. But to be honest, we actually... There we flipping go. Mining drone work ethic. So, that's, yeah, droning optimization's edict. Or, adds list of mineral-rich plantations. No. Droning optimizations. Now, what does that one do? Because I suspect I can use my influence to get a lot of flipping minerals in very quickly at this point. Because we've already got... Capacity overload is, yeah, that's the energy one. So hang on, let's just compare these, because there's now a couple of different ones. Where's the... There was already one that did minerals, wasn't there? Or maybe I'm thinking of capacity overload, I'm not sure. You know what, I'm going to declare a saint as well. Yay, saints! I think droning optimization might have actually replaced something, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go for it, because, yeah, that's going to be... Oh, that's a big increase. More than 100 additional minerals every turn. Yeah, I'll be having that, thank you. And who's actually going to be the new tabby pope? At this point, we've got quite a few people potentially showing up. Very likely to be our existing ruler or a different tabby. So, at this point, we've actually got 2 Queptiliums up for being elected, but their chances don't look good. Now, I think the killbots just actually arrived to try and intercept the Space Romans. Yes, indeed they did. Not a good idea. The Space Romans have like 50% more strength than you, but if you want to give it a go, you give it a go. I think they're just... Yeah, they're just bombarding at the minute. It's going to take a while to actually do. So, in they come. There we are, new ruler mandate with... Oh, bloody hell. I think we missed the mandate again. We came close on this occasion, damn it. We came close. Now it's orbital research mandate, right. And here we go. So the old space Romans, our old friends, our own old empire. Heading in here, yeah, those guys are just immediately fleeing. They don't want a single thing to do with this. They've definitely lost a fair bit of strength. It's going to take them a while to come back from this. Romans very much having the best of this. Shields gone, armor collapsing, and I imagine the entire fleet's about to warp out momentarily. And unfortunately, that is going to leave the arm. Well, when I say unfortunately, very fortunately, they got away. They were able to warp out. So, a very convincing victory for Rome there. The killbots are in a lot of trouble, and they're not even going to get these, because without such a fleet, they can't take the damn planets. And that's the Rhino Turtles again. They're laying down claims all over us, and that's not very nice, lads. Actually, we have changed over. We have now got ourselves a fertility preacher. Okay, Champion of the People is good, I suppose. We didn't need a fertility preacher. We're also about to run out of energy. I should probably do something about that. In fact, I know exactly what I can do about that immediately, because I have a deal with one of the trading enclaves where I'm actually trading away a little bit of energy. I think it's 25... Yeah, I think it's 25 per turn. So let's just figure out what's going on there and cancel that. Here we are. End the resource trade deal. So just cancel that. Lovely. So that gets us down to, yeah, minus 24, which is a lot more manageable. Okay, I've just done a quick deal with the starfish, which should get me a pile of energy. There we go, in order to keep me going. Speaking of the starfish, I think they're slowly cooling off on me, actually, because I pose a greater and greater threat, because their fleet power is now pathetic. Look, it's not my fault everyone's pathetic other than me, alright? Not my fault. It's your fault for probably throwing away your fleet through a wormhole against people who weren't even flipping fanatical purifiers anymore at the exact moment we needed them to stop a great Khan. Also, I think the Mighty Ducks are fragmenting a bit more. At this point, oh! Right! The flipping Tebazoid refugees have now actually shown up. Blimey! Yeah, there's now the Mighty Ducks, there's the High Kingdom of Duckburg, there's the Mighty Ducks Confederation. Oh, those guys are just collapsing. Right, so you gits, what's your deal? You are adaptive. Okay, Alpine preference, but adaptive, and apparently you're happy to be here. So, good luck doing whatever it is I tell you to do, I guess. Also, something else has now just popped up in the north there. Those guys have fallen apart too, so little empires have started completely collapsing at this point. We've got ourselves... I don't even know who you are, but you're material. I think it's one of the little groups down here. This war is just winning itself. We've got so much stuff going on down here. The Romans are murdering the killbots. There's still more fleets going on down here. I'm going to be able to take literally all this territory, and then probably this as well, and probably we draw a line there, and just basically try and be friends with the Romans. Now, here's an interesting thing as well. So, the Romans, who have gone a bit spiritualist, and thus me and them really, really get on, potentially, given they apparently actually have... wait, didn't you just... Yes, there it is, it's down the bottom. The actual Infinite Pond have declared a casus belli against them. I could potentially join up with them to clear out that stupid little federation. Because in all fairness, this federation is not doing what I'd really like it to do, which is like, you know, be strong and whatever. Like, it's nice that there is a big fleet of 6,000 here, but you guys need more. Like, me and the Raxar Council, I think we're ready to go. Like, there we are, look at that. That's a raiding fleet. That raiding fleet is what's it doing exactly. It's entering the orbit of Beren. Don't know where that is exactly, but it's going there now. You guys are... Wait, aren't you guys at war with... You guys at war with... Yeah, you guys are at war with the Athari. How's that going? Pretty even at the minute. Have you actually got... Ooh. Okay. You're saying it's going pretty even at the minute. It looks to me like, actually, these guys have immediately just stormed down here, taken, like, 4 territories immediately, and are well on their way to securing more. Like, okay. This looks like it's going much, much better than just, like, you know, a bit average to me. Meanwhile, as for the other federation down here, they've just, I think, actually brought the Polismus on board, I think. Yep, the Polismus are now on board as full-fledged members. Unfortunately, I think this is a federation that's pretty much doomed to die. I don't see them doing much. Their entire joint fleets can't stand up to a single major Great Khan fleet, so best we can hope for is they just slow them down a bit. Now, diplomacy. We'd start that, or yeah, is there anything to be got out of federationing? I could try and build my own federation, you know. I don't like the federations that exist right now, but me and the Raxar. Me and the Raxar get on, except actually he's got associate status with those guys, which I'm not sure if that means he couldn't join this federation. And we've also got ourselves yet more of the Voltarm artifacts. Good, good, good. Hopefully making some progress there. I think there's 6 of them in total, and there's a really, really big influence dump when it's done. Speaking of... no, not influence, it's unity dump, isn't it? Yeah. Let's get discovery open, because research alternatives up just increases the chance that we can actually get a Titan as soon as possible. So, the Romans have successfully taken over one of the robot planets by the looks of it. Yeah, there we are. Some people have moved straight out. Or those were people that have just been liberated that would previously have been purged. Possibly that was a world that the robots took away from the Romans previously and were in the process of purging. That seems likely too, potentially. Oh, we have got our first surrender. The Tebazoid Ravagers have decided rather than fight, they're just going to give up. So they have become a satrapy of the Slurpanor, and as a result the fleets are standing down. So they haven't joined them, they've pledged to contribute resources and military personnel to further bolster the Great Khan's war machine. So, spineless cowards indeed. Does that change how we interact with you? Yeah, technically right now they are a satrapy, so as a result, yeah, we have limited diplomatic options with them. We can throw an insult at them. Screw you, were you in great physical pain? Is that your thinking expression? Oh, you've done it now. This time you've really done it. Now, we could support their independence, but no need to do that. But these guys are basically taking the easy way out. And oh, here we go. Right. So, the Rhinos have declared the Raxar their rivals. Okay, I think that settles it for me. If you guys are no longer pathetic, you are pathetic, unfortunately. Raxar, me and you need to become friends, ideally. In fact, I'm thinking defensive pact. As soon as I'm at peace with the robots, I'm going to try and make that happen. I think me and the Raxar, standing together, have the best chance of anyone in this part of space against the Slurpanor. If the Fafossans wanted to get involved, that would be great too. They are not great, but they do have some power. Okay, while not 100% perfect, these worlds are good and also boring enough. I'm going to kick them straight into the Liberation Sector, and we're not going to think about them anymore. And in addition, a whole bunch of actual platforms need to be demolished, because we're actually up to 19 out of 19 right now, because we inherited a bunch of them. So yeah, we need to start bringing some of these guys down. Just to get rid of the debuffs attached to being over capacity, I've actually just put Warm Sands in its own personal unique area. What I'll probably do is I'll link that into Liberation somehow. Which of these worlds do I like the look of? Actually, none of that's really worth bothering with. I'm pretty happy just... actually, that one's alright. That is... I can do without that. That one's a bit empty. Yeah, probably the only one I actually want is this one down here, and both of those are kinda poor, even though there is Betharian on that one, which is kinda nice. But no, that one's the better one. Probably the best thing to do is, yeah, just basically merge Liberation just along this spine with Warm Sands. Or, of course, Warm Sands could just live on its own. Hang on, let's just check if Warm Sands can actually survive on its own. It might not have enough food. No, Warm Sands has just enough food. Right now, everyone has enough food to support themselves. Lovely. Though, actually, you should all be paying more cooking taxes, please. Like, everyone pay more tax. Okay, apparently I've been leaving a lot of money on the table through an extremely generous tax policy. Now, honestly, having seized all this territory, I'm pretty happy to just say, hello, what do you want exactly? Active sensor links. Yep, everyone gets active sensor links. That's fine. Research 2. Regenerative hull tissue. Getting a lot of options these days. I like it. I think I do actually need, max interest from factions. that will make a positive difference, and that's quite fast to do. And the dicks have become xenophobic. Well, what a surprise. Xenophobic slavers in the south of the galaxy. Who would have guessed? Yeah, there's definitely things better than that. Go for that. That's okay. Now, here's where this might start getting a little bit on the interesting side. Is the Great Khan going to be stupid enough to actually try and push in to Holy Guardian Hydras? Because it's possible they might, you know. Oh, I think there's a new Mighty Duck faction at this point. Yep. So this is up to... Hang on. So, there's the Infinite Pond, the Mighty Duck Mandate, the High Kingdom of Duckburg, and the Mighty Ducks Confederation. All of them, would you believe, are pathetically weak. Do I like any of them better than the others? So, these guys are more militarist. These guys are more spiritualist. These guys are more xenophobic. And these guys are, yeah, the ironic bureaucracy. Fine, so they're the original ones. Oh, the Mighty Ducks aren't having fun right now. They're not having fun at all. And I think they finally actually managed to get their stuff together in order to actually launch a bloody counterattack. So well done. There's actually a decent force of troops here, including a Federation fleet of 600. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be involved with this Federation. This Federation, as it turns out, is doing a terrible, terrible job. So they start firing in, but here's the real thing, yeah. 6,000 strength from the mushrooms. No, not the mushrooms, the starfish, sorry. That's pretty much as good as it gets. The entire fleet that they can actually field together is under 10,000. So, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that they're incredibly, incredibly weak. It's definitely me and the Raxar, not me and these guys. Though that is a very pretty little fireworks display, I'll give them. I think it might be time for me to start actually wrapping up some wars here. So, are you guys willing to? Yeah, we can basically settle a status quo immediately. That's fine, they're willing to take that. Do I want to bother trying to get more off them? Like, say, this system here. Would it be worth me going in here just to have a foothold this side? Where's the planet? The planet is... Here it is. It's this moon up here. So, it's okay, but it's probably honestly not worth the trouble. I'm pretty happy, basically just to have boxed these guys in and given them a bit of a thrashing, and then not have a border with them, because the border is entirely the Roman border. So I'd say, let's at this point go for a status quo. Send the offer. They should go for that. I'm curious to see what their flavor text is, given their kill bots. The war is over. There can be no victor this time. We will accept this for now, as we've just taken half your empire off you without taking a single flipping loss. I think we can very much accept no victor if that's what not victory looks like. Ah, also, we've finally got proper visibility of these bastards. So what they do is their spaceport, or equivalent of Starbase, has 4,500 strength. So clearing them out is gonna take quite the fleet, yes. Oh, and there's the first sign of trouble from the fact that Tebazon's decided to actually give up. The Tebazond Auxiliaries, a brand new fleet has been generated of the Tebazond class, who are now going to go around and do the bidding of the Great Khan, who is, it must be said, expanding quite quickly. And oh bloody hell. Okay. The dwarves are, how are you guys doing? Technically their naval power is actually inferior to ours, which works as far as I'm concerned. And I think we've actually just found the Khan's own personal fleet there. This is the Chosen of the Great Khan, so I assume that's him himself inside that weird, giant asteroid thing. Right, well, as I'm currently swimming in energy and influence, anyone who's not at land clearance, how would you like some land clearance? Let's just see what that opens up. That opens up 1 slot. I tell you what, why not, I suppose. Let's build a mineral processing plant there. That's probably more valuable than just building a normal mine. And appropriately enough on Hawking, that's actually opened up even more science, so get a science lab down there as well. Now, here's a big one. One of the systems we just took over, yeah, non-aggression, lovely. One of the systems we just took over had an observation point in it. That's mining. Who is observing what exactly? Here we go. So right now, just passive observation. But Right. Tomb Worlds. Tragically, Observation Station didn't actually see anything but them going kabloom. Which is tragic, and I cannot terraform that because I don't have climate restoration. I might be able to in future. In fact, actually, that's a nice-sized world with plenty of science on it. That's worth going down onto. So that wasn't atomic age people that just basically nuked each other. Fine. But elsewhere, inside the same system, good-sized world with Betharian and alien pets. Small world, but plenty of science. Right, we should probably expand down there in that case. And here's what we want. The Raxar Council. Friendly, equivalent strength to us. I think it's time we formed a defensive pact with these guys. They are, okay, who are we potentially getting into a war with? Maybe the Rhino Turtles. They've got active sensor links and whatever with a few people. They're associate status with those guys over there who are really, really flimsy. Yeah, I'm doing it. Because the tech for bonus influence from factions has already kicked off. So I'm actually up to 5.77, still 5.52. So, you guys want... You're willing to hand over loads of money for a research agreement. Marvellous. And there we are. We are now in a defensive pact with these guys. So, I feel like that works pretty nicely. And actually, we're still in a defensive pact with these guys too. So, their fleet may not be quite what ours is. In fact, right now it's pathetic, but the capacity is equivalent. Probably they just took a few knocks here. I'd say, if we just, you know, at some point quietly knock out the Athari and deal with the Rhino Turtles, the three of us together, we have potentially got enough strength to stand up to the Great Khan. Possibly, anyway, assuming we can coordinate. Traditions are available. Now, I know it's... People are going to really hate this. I'm thinking about opening a new tree. Because vassalization. Now, potentially, there's a couple of really flimsy, weak empires around here. I'd rather vassalize than actually have to take over. Because vassalization, turn them into vassals, might actually be useful as a mechanism for creating a border state. Like, these guys over here could just become a border state between me and the dwarves. But the dwarves are likely to expand out here at some point. Yeah, I'd rather not get involved. Yeah, let's leave it for now. Let's leave it for now. Stick with the plan. Research alternatives up. Then go into leader experience. Then faith and science. That's going to work. And I'll say, the new faith and science will really make me rethink how early I take discovery next time. So it's kind of done its job in that regard. Right, as we're sitting on a giant pile of money, let's hit that reinforce button, please. Get those guys starting to move in the right direction. Cabbage Liberators... up to 64. May as well pad that out a bit too. We've got plenty of money, plenty of energy coming in, plenty of spare fleet capacity. So as a result, all my shipyards should now jump into action, and ships will just be spat out and auto-sent over in the right direction, which is marvellous. So, a general security fleet. Probably right now you're in a bit of a, aggressively forward position. Return to limitless potential and join up with the ships being produced there. And I can't help but notice that around here, there's some Teldar crystals that we... Oh dear. Right. So, the dick monkeys are gone. They have been eaten by Twitter, and all that's left are some peaceful traders who decided to leave before it got too bad. Twitter are, well, their fleet power is pathetic, but other than that, they're not actually doing that badly. Which I'm genuinely surprised by. I thought they were going to die long ago. Right, stay focused. You, get over here. Yeah, build a starbase. Let's start getting some actual starbases down. Let's get these here Teldar crystals. Because right now, I literally don't have a single strategic resource in my entire empire. Which is ridiculous for how big it is. Also, didn't I have a... Yeah, I've got a science vessel around here. And for some reason, I've got a bunch of not surveyed systems. So, give all these a bit of a survey, just so I can see what's bloody going on. And, hang on, what's this? Is that the... it's just time to renew. Yeah, 1,000 for that every time. Get you down. Also, these guys would... Oh, 5,000. Yeah, do it. It's worth it. I've got the energy for it. Make it happen. So, you two there, you two there, and then just keep on keeping on. Have a good scan. Lovely. You know, I just had a horrible thought. What if the Xenophobe Fallen Empire is actually in here? And that's why these guys have never actually... Ooh. That might be it. That might be... Oh, blimey. Right, guys. I'd like to actually have some, visibility off you, please. And just while I was negotiating that, I've actually finished gathering the specimens. As a result, 500 energy, 500 society research, 40 influence, but more importantly, flipping 7,000 unity. Oh yeah, I'll take that, thank you. Now let's see if we can have that confirmed. No, they've given us the visibility. It's not there. Where the cock is the Xenophobe Fallen Empire? Like, we're literally running out of space. And, like, I know I set it, so all 5 would appear. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if maybe I, like, somehow misclicked or something. And I set it to 4 rather than 5. In error. Because I'm genuinely baffled as to where they might be. Oh, another empire is starting to disintegrate. This time it's the Ganvius over down here. They have now actually managed to, break apart into the Ganvius Imperium versus the Ganvius Empire. So it's not as bad as the Mighty Ducks, who, at last count, are now 4 different empires. But it's still pretty bad. Meanwhile, I see movement from the Space Mongols, but they're heading towards Parg Key Torp, which I'm moderately confident is not one of mine, so we're okay. Doesn't impact me in the slightest. Oh, the Athari are starting to suffer the same fate too. There is now a cute little butterfly empire. They are apparently fierce xenophobic soldiers, and they've chosen the butterfly for their symbol, which is just beautiful. Also, can't help but notice that all of a sudden the game is prompting me to actually choose new physics research. Power 5 will do quite nicely. Now that would suggest at some point the wormhole thing was done, and apparently the wormhole thing is just done. Right, okay, so disabled gateway. What do I need to get you turned on? I'm going to be needing 10,000 energy, 5,000 minerals. Okay, a bit expensive, but honestly manageable. The bigger problem, however, is only works to other ones that are actually connected and turned on. And, oh, you utter gits. Fine. So basically, after literally centuries of no one caring about this bit of space, all of a sudden everybody wants to be in this bit of space. Well, marvellous. As for this side of the galaxy, however, I think it's time we started making preparations. I think it's time to end our associate status. And the adorable starfish will have to do without their tabby friends. Indeed you will, I'm afraid. And in 10 years' time, me and the Romans might just have a little bit of a chat about whether the Pax Romana could do something a bit more efficient with all of this Mighty Duck territory. And maybe I wouldn't mind doing something with some of this territory. Is any of it any good?
Survey complete.
It is okay. Okay, but not spectacular. But maybe I should go and deal with the dimensional horror.
Handshake
That
protocols
would probably be a... Are you about to offer me... Yeah, you know what? I had a feeling the starfish might turn out to be slightly clingy X's. Oh, I think someone just turned into piratey raidery sorts. Right, so the Deathakan Syndicate, that's one of you lot, isn't it? That is it you? Is it you? It's you. You have just become a bandit kingdom.
Handshake protocols activated.
Meaning they could declare war if they were stupid, because, uh-oh. Right, what do the terrifying space wasps want now? So, transfer... Ooh. Okay. We graciously accept... Alright then. I won't turn down free money. And they may or may not react if I turn them down. Yeah, I'll totally have the free money. I could do with some free money. I needed to get my flipping gateway activated. Oh my goodness, it's like being the hottest girl in high school. Suddenly, everyone is just begging for me to join their league. No. I'm playing the field, boys. It's fine. Just chill out. I'll get to you later tonight. Now, as for the rhino turtles, I think we need to basically get rid of them sooner rather than later. Their fleet is not great, but actually we have a bit of an issue, which is, for the first time in a while, we've actually got, like, you know, borders. which I know is weird. Also, we're going to have, in just a moment, no. Do this first, and then, okay, just finish up what you're doing. Come over here, please. Get the mining stations down, because I want Teldar crystals in my empire, damn it. Actually, that's not a border with me. So, probably best. You're not doing anything. No, you're not doing anything right now. Let's just basically start filling in the map as quickly as we can. In perfect world, there's something here. That's just a 2,000 strong pirate fleet. Okay, we should probably go and murder them then. But yeah, taking out the rhino turtles, probably a good idea at this point. Let's get into the claim screen here. How much are these claims going to cost me? 35 of Interstellar Campaigns and Rite of Conquest. Yeah. I think it's time we need to take a bit of territory off these lads. And if we could get it to, yeah, to here and to here, that'd be fine. Actually, that might even be more than I need. Do I necessarily want... Actually, you know what? Everyone in my empire is so happy, I can just basically walk over whatever planets I want. So let's just start laying down some stuff here. That's 70 right there, because that's actually got a world on it. Yeah, let's start getting the demands in here. And I can just afford all of these. This is going to take some time. To make all the claims I need, I might need to actually... Yeah, I might need to do this in like a couple of wars, purely because otherwise this is going to take for flipping ever. How big's that fleet? Ah! That's a raiding fleet. That's fine. That was a fleet that just went around then came back. Now you guys, unfortunately, they're still pathetic, so I can't declare them a rival. And if I can't actually get them into being a rival, I can't set these bastards on them, which is a shame. Oh, hello. Well, this is moderately unexpected. Apparently, the Great Khan is dead. Right, so he's poisoned by... Ah. Okay, so it turns out that potentially that's going to slow them down. He wasn't ever defeated. He was backstabbed by one of his own. Now, if we're very lucky, yeah, that's going to really slow things down. I'm going to guess potentially another Great Khan is going to be emerging. So no one's willing to receive your call. What is bloody happening over there? Right, so temporary chance to regroup, I'm going to guess. Are you guys technically still... You're still satrapies, even though, like, you know, they don't have a Khan anymore. Intriguing. Oh, and more tradition comes in, of course, Polytechnic education. Leveling up my leaders faster. Faith in science coming soon. And there's the Citadel. We've got the flipping Citadel. So now, pretty much at any point, just by luck, the Titan might show up. Oh, flipping yes. Advanced afterburners, that is additional sublight speed. I'd like to go for carrier operations and actually get ourselves some better quality strike craft, because strike craft are really cool. But then again, penetration I don't like as much as just bonus damage. Take the speed. Speed has to take priority. Especially now our empire's getting a little bit stretched out and big. And I think, by the way, the rhino turtles just shut the borders to us. If they did that, yep, time's up. So, invite attackers. The Raxar would be in. They would be 100% in on this. Now, the fleets are... It's not a great fleet, and that is... Yeah, it's not a great fleet either. My fleets, however, are 7,000 there, and another 600 there. Right, okay. Merge you lads together. I know it's a bit scruffy, but just you guys get together right there. And that reinforced button, the fleet is already at full strength, apparently. We could just basically begin a war, knock out some of their shipyards, then immediately start heading south and just basically intercept their fleet here. Though actually, that's not their fleet, that's the Athari fleet. Okay, that's their fleet there, 5,000. Presumably, just bombarding this world, presumably for... Oh, blimey. Yeah, the armies are dead. The surface is ruined. The AI does this a lot. It's a bug that needs to be fixed. It's where it keeps actually bombarding something forever, even when there's... Ooh. Okay. The death of the Great Khan has proved the undoing of the Slurpanor. Without a strong rule of the Slurpanor have succumbed to infighting once more, and the Empire has been divided. Oh! It's all very Alexander the Great, except Alexander the Great had the biggest empire the galaxy had ever known, or rather the world, I suppose. But these guys didn't. They were just up there towards the top. Okay. So now each of them claims the title of Great Khan, and they hate each other. Let's have a look, see what that... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. So, that's all very interesting indeed. And this potentially means my plan to expand over here might not actually be quite so stupid. Also, someone's fighting. Who's... Oh, right, sorry, yes, I sent the main fleet to go and deal with some pirates. Good luck, you magnificent, brave pirates. I'm not sure this is actually going to work out for you, no. And in comes the fire. And they are starting to, yeah, fall apart immediately. And given they don't flee, and I can, utterly destroyed. Lovely. Let's actually have a little look-see at this Khan situation here, because I'm guessing, yeah, there was a random kind of roll happening at the beginning of each year or something, saying, does the Great Khan get assassinated, yes or no? And eventually he does, and then if he does, then there's another dice roll saying, does the whole thing fall apart, or does another Great Khan emerge? It would appear that these guys are xenophobe, fanatical military. Any chance any of you are... Hang on, This one doesn't even have any planets. Yeah, this one is here, and here. I don't know if there's a single world that belongs to them. Alright, interesting. So much I can even communicate with you. Marvellous. I've got nowhere to click. Same basic idea. And yeah, they're all basically the same. Gotcha. They've just divided up the territory. So that presumably means now you are free? Yes, indeed, you are free. Lovely. And the fleet power is looking pretty weak by the looks of things. Looks like the magic free fleets they get have completely fallen apart. Albeit, there is still the slight issue that I assume these guys have. No. The actual big 4,500 platforms have just disappeared. Now they've just got basic platforms. So now their territory is probably pretty easy pickings, which might well work for the Tebazoid Ravagers. They might be up for a little bit of revenge and end up in a very strong position at the end of it. Yeah, that's intriguing. Still, their chance of expanding north now seems fairly limited. Any chance I might be able to actually, yeah, get back what I was after previously? I'm guessing I'm not even allowed to try and buy this, but yeah. Any chance you're willing to sell me? No, you're not willing to sell me a single system because I don't have a border with it. Tragically, my plan to expand through the gateway is not going to work out. However, opening up this gateway and this gateway would be a very minor, very expensive shortcut. I probably shouldn't do that. It seems a bit of a waste. But on the other hand, it's so badass. How could I flipping not? So let's just quickly get this thing working again. And ooh, a bit like a mass relay, but not. That was probably a waste of money, but I want a gateway open. Alright? It's cool. Ooh, Galactic Administration civic slots. I'll have myself a free civic slot, thank you. Alright, so, you know, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for now. The galaxy is in an interesting spot at the moment. The big players are most definitely now emerging. And I've got my view as to how we potentially start consolidating here. Because me, and the Raxar, and the Fofossums, I think we could form a powerful little second triumvirate after the first triumvirate didn't exactly go very well. In fact, actually, I should probably get on with eating the first triumvirate, because if I were to take, say, the domination tree, just to open it, I could try and vassalize the Athari, and also the polity of Hulfax. I feel like I could pull that off at this point. That wouldn't actually be too difficult to do at all. Once that's been done, we could start basically dividing up the territory of the Rhino Turtles between me and the Raxar, and beyond that, well, you've got to say, the Federation over here, though it meant well, it hasn't exactly worked out correctly, has it? I think that whole area of space might just be, yeah, better off under new management, and I suspect the Romans might be willing to help me do it. So, we shall see about that very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
We've all learnt a valuable lesson here. When people have the zombie plague, don't allow them into confined spaces with you. We should just actually, like, use cannons. Do we have cannons? Use the cannons. Oh, they've got a big hammer. That's what the noise is. And a pirate's just rammed them. Okay, I think we're in a traffic jam on the sea.